This is Nosey with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael.
And Kirk. Guiding your noses today.
That worked! Well, good afternoon. Nice to see you again, sir.
Good to see you. It's been a whole week.
Exact same outfits. I love it. You terrible, sir.
It's been so long that I shaved and it grew back out again.
Hot mess.
Well, as you know, every week I wait to ask you the fated question of what's on your mind, Michael?
Sir, do you think us as human beings overvalue ourselves?
Why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
All right, so I got the question from, do you think, I guess it boils down from people...
Like prostitution?
No, sir.
Oh, sorry.
I think it comes more so from what I see on Instagram as far as people really thinking they're hot shit. Mm-hmm. And not as far as ego, but like they really think like they're changing the world even though they're Joe Blow.
Who are we shitting on today?
Might be a little shady episode, but it's not meant to be. But I see some people like they really think that they're making an impact. Like they're going to be the next X, Y, and Z. And
won't you give me an example?
Like how, okay, I'll use myself as an example, a lighthearted example. Like you always joke that I'm like, I think I'm deeper than I am. Pause. Nah, as far as like people really think like they're prolific. Like they think that they're really making an impact when they're not. Like I see people keep doing it, keep going. You've got it. Your hardship.
Do you think that's for themselves though?
Subconsciously, I think so.
Okay.
I think
because you know I love to post inspirational quotes. I feel like you're shading me.
Hey, you never know.
You might be shitting on me
shade
today.
on ourselves. I mean, but you're also in a great relationship, so yours is like from a genuine place. So it's not you're saying it, but you're not like
I'm living it.
Yes,
I'm living the words.
Yes, absolutely. But I think some people might be a little delusional. That's basically what it falls in.
Sure.
But I mean, how do we? For one, what do you think causes delusion?
Well, I think some of it might be, you can be whatever you want to be.
All right, beer can.
No, I meant
shoot for the moon.
Shoot for the moon and you'll fall among the stars.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, sometimes you're just not smart.
But
you know what I mean? Like sometimes you're just not smart, and that's okay.
But I think we need a certain...
Like some people sometimes I think people just need to find their calling.
Yeah, but I guess on the other hand, I think we do also need a certain level of delusion. I think it just can't be to the point where it's... If you've been locked up 4 or 5 times, but you have aspirations to be the president and you got 12 baby mamas, you're probably not going to be the president. You see what I'm saying? Like, based on your track record, you can't be the president.
Yeah. I don't know. Now anybody can be. Like, at this point...
After Trump.
We've elected a reality TV star. So, I mean...
But at least
it can be anybody.
But at least on the forefront...
If you have the money...
Yeah.
It can be anybody.
But you actually can't fund your own campaign, regardless of how rich you are.
Okay.
You know that, right?
Sure.
I'm serious. Mm-hmm. You don't give a fuck. But
what I mean is, we can have anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, even in jobs and stuff like that, like when you aspire, like I'm gonna be the CEO, but you didn't even graduate high school, the likelihood of that person becoming the CEO is like 0.00002. It's not impossible.
Yeah. I mean, winning in a poker game, maybe.
You go get the pink slip.
Just maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I guess like when people are like, you're one, like, because they'll use one person that's the exception and think that applies to everybody.
Tyler Perry syndrome.
Yes.
Yeah. Oprah syndrome.
Yes. there's very few billionaires in the world. There's more than 2 billionaires in the world.
2 rags to riches.
Yeah, that's not an everyday story.
7.5 billion people on the planet.
Yes.
2 rags
See what
to
I'm
riches
saying? Like
stories.
everybody doesn't trip or fall and become a billionaire, regardless of how much you manifest it or you speak it into existence.
Put it on the vision board.
Yes,
I did a vision board once.
How did that go?
It was fun.
What'd you put on there?
It was fun.
What'd you put on it?
I don't remember.
You don't remember not one thing you put on there?
Not really.
It was a trash ass vision board.
It was a long time ago.
It still wasn't that good. Did you accomplish any of the visions you had on your board? Huh?
I don't know if I did or not.
I didn't know what the hell my foot kept touching. I was like, you playing
yourself?
With me?
It was touching
the
yourself.
mic stand.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, what does that keep touching my foot? I mean,
I think if I was playing footsies, it would be a little more obvious.
Well, I knew you were because I could see your feet are tucked
here
away.
on the Full Body Podcast.
It's knees up. You good?
Sure.
I always crop it enough. But nah, I mean, because I have thought about doing a vision board even in today's time. I say today's time, like but I mean,
yesterday.
But I don't know how impactful or inspirational a vision board can be.
Try it.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to look at some shit and I don't accomplish nothing on it. Then it won't be a vision board.
Then you'll be like me and you'll forget what was on there.
But you're supposed to put it somewhere you can see it every day also.
I clearly didn't.
Would you put it in the closet?
I don't know. I don't remember. It was so long ago, I genuinely don't remember. But I had a lot of fun making it.
Did you, arts and crafts?
Yeah.
Did you like cut out stuff?
Yeah, magazines.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you remember the process, just not what you envisioned.
I remember who I did it with.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You're a hot mess.
I just don't remember what was on there. Probably go somewhere.
Okay. Because I've also seen posts where they're like, this year I want to, I guess part of it also is kind of like the whole new year, new me. And we kind of do the same things. I'm going to shit on them. Yeah.
Shit on them.
You can get your smoke. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, if you think about it, like we're all creatures of habit. So we're going to kind of, we are capable of change, but the majority of us don't really change that much. We may come to different epiphanies and realizations like, okay, I need to stop doing this or that. Yeah. But I don't think we completely transform into a whole new person.
Yeah.
Even if it's just on the inside. And do you think that's possible? Sure. To make a 180?
Sure.
You ain't got nothing to give me.
What I was going to say was, I was waiting to make sure you finished your sentence. I'm trying not to interrupt this episode. It's my new year, new me. It is our 1 year anniversary episode.
It is.
So I'm trying something new. What I was going to say was, I think it's possible, but the lesson one is you've got to stop caring that other people may not think you changed.
Wait, how so?
Like, if I stopped interrupting you and you didn't recognize that, I can't let that break my heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Michael didn't notice that I didn't interrupt.
You stupid.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, because typically when somebody does some level of 180,
right,
you're not really friends with the same friends anymore.
Okay, well,
you know what I mean?
I do. Yeah, because you gave a great example when we was at work the other day. You were saying, like, hypothetically, if a person...
I am work.
Boo. But no, you said, like, for example, if a person is... They got a drinking problem. They can't see me pointing at myself. I'm pointing at myself. And say I have a group of friends that I
was also pointing at him.
And I tend to drink with that group of friends. If I've reformed and I'm choosing to no longer drink and I actively want to stop drinking forever or whatever, maybe it's a month or 2 months. If I continue to hang out with those people, it's going to influence me to continue drinking.
Right.
But then if I distance myself from those people, it's not that I'm shunning them and get the F on. It's more so
I'm protecting myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything's wrong with it either.
Yeah. But
then would that be an example of turning over a new leaf or new year, new you, whatever?
Yeah.
And
I love new year, new me.
Why is that?
Because it happens every year.
Well, of course. It's the same little black lady with the stuff, the purses, and like stuff is behind her, and they just shift the year over.
Yeah. I love it. I love it because it's hopeful, but it's also funny.
Because it's redundant?
Well, because I would say probably one person a year
out of 7
gets
billion?
a new me.
Stupid.
Out of 7.5 billion. Do you know what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Like one person, maybe.
Okay.
Like weight loss was never years ago.
You made it a resolution.
Were multiple resolutions for me, and it never did anything. But when I didn't think about losing weight, I lost weight.
You didn't think about it, or you weren't like, I'm gonna stick by this regimen?
I had no clue I had lost weight.
In the beginning or period?
Of the first 8 months.
Really?
Yeah. I had no idea. I felt better.
So you knew something was different.
I felt better. I thought I felt better because I was walking. I was moving, which was true.
Right.
But it wasn't until somebody said, hey, did you
You're looking
see
fabulous.
this picture from last, 6 to 8 months ago? And I went, oh, I lost weight. Oh, that's weird.
That's why my joints don't hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hurt less.
Oh, yeah. Like my fish oil.
Why don't you tell them about your fish oil?
That shit ain't doing nothing. I mean,
new year, new me, fish oil.
But yeah.
Yeah. Snake oil.
Who?
Snake oil.
That's a real thing?
Well, that's what they call it when the snake oil salesman back in the day, before social media.
Okay.
People would travel around and like sell like this elixir will fix all of your problems. And it was snake oil because it wasn't real.
Oh, damn.
It was just like water or something. It's like flavored water.
It was vitamin water.
Yeah. Alkaline.
Oh, I'm so tired of alkaline.
It was snake oil. So they called it snake oil salesman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Basically getting over on people. Scamming.
Yeah.
It's still prevalent today, just not in that way.
Did you know that your car warranty is almost expired? But if you call this phone number, you can re-up it. Snake oil.
Yeah.
Snake oil.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because how do they know what my...
How do you know? Seriously. Why do you know that? And B, did you know it's not time?
No, not even a little bit.
I've got 2 more years.
Yeah.
So you're calling at the wrong time. Now I know you don't know.
Exactly.
You just know I have a car.
I still get emails and random automated texts about my Honda that I haven't had in 2 years. I'm like, bruh, I don't even have
I get
that
letters
car.
in the mail.
Yeah.
About 2 cars ago.
Yeah.
Do you still have your blah, blah, blah Camry? And I'm like, no.
2
cars ago.
Exactly.
That's like 8 years.
Exactly.
No, I don't have it anymore.
I don't understand it, sir.
But they want it. And I'm like, I'd love to give it to you. Don't know where it is. 8 years ago. More than 8 years ago.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But anyway, so continue. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, I mean, because I see, like I said, I'm not knocking people for being aspirational, but.
You are. But that's okay.
No, I think it's just.
Did you get that impression, camera one? We were shatting on them.
I guess at our age, especially as we're getting closer to the halfway mark, I think certain things are out of our reach.
Shit on them. Shit on them. Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
See, that's why I could never be. I could never be a coach. I could never be a inspirational speaker because I would keep it funky. I'm like, look here, bro.
Yeah.
You 700 pounds. And you're 40. You're not going to be in the NFL. Or just
you're like sumo wrestling.
Sounds right up your alley.
Sounds great.
But those guys actually work out. It's just a very different workout.
Yeah.
But I mean,
they're super strong.
Yes. But there are certain aspirational things, even if it's not physical attributes, certain things are not within people's grasp. And I think that I'm going to speak it into.
What? Shit on them.
Like I will never be in the NBA. That's
shit
fine. I'll shit on myself. I'm never going to be in the NBA. That's totally fine.
Cop out.
Okay. I mean, why you always want me to be the bad guy?
I love it. I love when you shit on people.
Okay, prime example. There's multiple clothing original brands like starting brand new companies where they like make their own clothes and stuff like that. There's only one FUBU.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
FUBU.
There's a difference between...
is an example of a clothing brand.
Yeah. Okay. There's a difference between selling clothes as like a store, or, and I'm not being funny towards Gabby, a boutique, versus I'm going to start an entire new clothing line.
Gotcha. Design the clothes.
Yeah.
From pre-sew. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm going to like literally design all the clothes.
Yeah.
Sew all the clothes, manufacture, whatever, even if at the beginning or the end.
Well, and Gabsy's, she's a stylist.
Yeah.
Like that's her business.
Yeah.
She's not creating new wardrobes.
No, she sells clothes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I mean, when you
just for clarification,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not actually shitting on her.
And the viewers.
I'm saying
shit on her anyway.
Whatever.
I'm kidding.
But no, if you have there's only so many. All of these mainstream industries bottleneck, and so I'm not saying it to be like don't dream. I guess I'm saying everything has a ceiling. No, like there's a gazillion podcasts. We as a small podcast, we have a ceiling. We're not going to be millionaires from this podcast.
We're not?
No.
I was promised millions.
They told us 1 year anniversary, we get $10.
I was promised millions on the 1 year anniversary.
So we're giving money away. I'm giving money away on today.
Today is magic day.
Yes, but yeah, you see what I'm saying? So yeah. I guess maybe is it bad to say that though? To be that honest with yourself?
No.
Then why aren't people that honest? I know you don't have the answer. I'm just...
It hurts.
Shut up.
No, it does. It hurts. They don't want to hurt their own feelings.
What you mean?
When I was big, I desperately didn't want to be big.
Okay.
But then you kind of go back to, I really wanted that other slice of pizza. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so you're like, I'm going to lose this weight.
Right.
And a week later, you're like,
I'm going to eat this
pizza. You say you had dessert? Could I get the menu? Do you know what I'm saying? Because you fall back into your own habits. I think that's why this time, quote unquote, was a little different for me because I was hanging out with my sister and my mom.
Right. Just walking. Yeah. I maybe said that's how it started. And you started adding more things that you actually found interesting.
Right. Movement.
Yeah. But I was
able to move more. Yeah. So I added more movement stuff that I just had so much fun with.
Yeah. But that's a good thing though. But it wasn't you. Again, you didn't say, I'm going to turn into the next Mr. Universe, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I mean? Olympia. No, there you go. I'm sorry, Mr. Olympia. Thank you. I know one that like lifts weights. You work out, but you don't lift. And I'm like,
he's shitting on me.
No, I'm not. I'm not shading it. But you see what I'm saying? Like because I do understand having aspirations. That's kind of like the topic I was talking to you about hanging it up in the rafters. It was kind of in tandem with this. You can always dream, but I think there's certain things you got to know that there's a limit on. There's a cap on it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I don't think that there's anything wrong with accepting that either. But I think it's a fear thing too, though. Like it might be scary to be like, you know what? I know I'm never going to be 12 feet tall. Again, that's an exaggeration, obviously. But
yeah,
I think that
it's okay. We're on the ride.
Well, at least you're closer to it than I am.
About halfway there.
But you see what I'm saying? And it's, I don't know, because you also shouldn't shit on each other's dreams either.
Okay.
You think they should? Little dream shitting?
A little dream shitting. You know, well, I mean,
no. You don't care.
I think you have to care to a certain degree. But like, I think it's one thing if like your dream affected me.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Then I would have a say to a certain level.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But okay.
Like, for example, way out of left field, left alone at work all the time.
Oh, well,
randomly didn't see you for weeks on end.
You say like I'm laying on the couch. I'm working out of town, sir. But I mean, okay. For example, again, I'll use our podcast. To me a little bit of the podcasting has gotten to the point where, well, it's bottlenecking, obviously, but it kind of reminds me of the I want to be a rapper boom. especially when SoundCloud came out, because you could just and like regular at home computers, PCs, you could. I was part of it, and here I am yet again. But this is more so fun. Whereas that one, I was like, I'm going to be the greatest rapper of all time. But anyway, if you think about it, isn't this kind of the same type of bubble where it's just everybody is doing it?
Well, who are we shitting on now?
All podcasts.
You know, I loved a good. Anyway,
you're so stupid.
Well, I think dreams. Like, we're obviously. I was joking earlier, just in case somebody thought I was serious with my millions.
You were,
but. When this stops being fun for the two of us, we'll probably just stop.
But I don't foresee that.
But I don't foresee that happening anytime soon.
But this is because
But I do think that there are people that are like, my one business venture is not working out. Let's try podcasting. Podcasting isn't working out. Let's try making clothes. Oh, that's not going to work out. Let's try
jewelry or whatever. Yeah,
selling jewelry or whatever. But I think when you're like, this is something I genuinely enjoy. Let's just do it for the enjoyment. Yeah. That makes a big difference.
I think so too. I mean, and even as cliche as it sounds, when they say like if you find a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Yeah. Or is that, I'm probably fucking up the whole phrase, but you know what I'm saying? And so I agree with that. But at the same time, especially when it's a dream and you know it has a cap on it, you still got to be able to support yourself. And so when do you kind of say, you know what, I can still do this on the side because I enjoy it, but I still got to take care of myself. You know what I mean?
I would say before you're evicted.
Well, I would hope so, before it's too late.
Yeah. That'd be the easy answer.
Yeah. Because
While you still have a place to live.
You stupid as hell. So...
What's the phrase? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
maybe we should call the episode that. Check yourself. That's pretty good.
I mean, I would hope, number one, I would hope that people would go, oh, you know what? I'm really putting a lot in this dream, and I really would like to keep my place that I'm living in.
I'd hope so.
Let me calm down on the dream for a minute. Build back up the rent paying.
But the other thing is, though, especially if it's a technology-based dream, technology, at least now, is so accessible. And that's the thing, and I'm going to refer back to the rapper thing. Like when I was an aspiring rapper, you had to pay for studio time. Like you couldn't go like...
Now you can just put it up on YouTube.
Pretty much. Yeah. Like you can make a rap song on your phone.
Yeah.
And
there's a few guys... that I've randomly have popped up on my recommended that are like just in their room
rapping into their phone, or singing or whatever.
Some of them have like the little extra microphone thing,
but for the most part, you get your cell phone, pay $30 a month for it, whatever your iPhone, maybe pay another $100-$200, and you can have basically a studio in your room.
Yeah,
and so I don't know if so much accessibility has also influenced dream delusion. Does that make sense? That sounds fucked up, don't it?
Why don't you tell me a little more about it?
Basically saying if you got more equipment at your disposal, regardless if you're actually talented, technology-based stuff, not...
We're shitting on the less talented.
We are.
Okay. I knew we were shitting on someone.
But I guess if it's not like architecture and that, whatever, but if it's a technology-based thing that's like a creative lane, just because you have access to it doesn't mean you're good at it either.
True.
And I think that is creating some of the delusion as well.
Okay. Tell me a little more about the delusion. I think that's where I'm getting stuck, because delusion to me...
Okay. Just because you can dream it, you can achieve it. No, just because you have the technology doesn't mean you're good at it.
Yeah.
And I think that is creating delusion. Just because I can click record on a piece of equipment or technology doesn't mean I'm actually talented in what I'm doing.
Like now.
Exactly.
Okay. Are you delusional about this?
Absolutely. But some delusion is good.
So tell me about good delusion.
I'm going to use what you just said a little while ago. Aim for the moon and fall on the stars. Or what is it called?
I think it's shoot for the moon and fall amongst the stars.
Why you got to get up? I just fucking with you.
The more you know.
Really? Is that PBS or CBS or NBC?
NBC.
There you go. No, I mean, because some of it. Okay, for example, if I'm gonna use the rapper example again because that's me. I'm gonna be the next Jay-Z. Nah, but if, hypothetically, I was aspiring to be the next greatest rapper. Yeah. But if I fail at being
why don't you throw us a verse out?
You got jokes. I got
for
verses. Don't do that. I got verses, B. I got verses, son.
Am I B?
What B?
Am I Beyonce to your Jay-Z?
No, that's just like,
that would be my delusion.
Or you stupid. But I think
bars, I believe is the word.
Yeah, bars, son. Yo, money. But nah, I mean,
see, I have to gay more because you suppress me with your straightness. I think we've talked about this.
You, sir.
When you're like, yo, I mean, you know, you get
that was your impression
real,
of me. I get real ratchet. No,
you get real like straight, and I have to be like, queer to like balance this back out. You gotta watch the video on YouTube for that one.
Oh lordy. But nah, I mean, okay, for example, for myself, I was like, I'm gonna be a rapper, blah, blah, blah. But I also had all the equipment. So me and my friends, we would record it, but I was the one engineering it, like mixing it, blending
sort of like
it. Now. Yes. But
maybe your calling was engineering.
That's what I was getting to. Thank you, sir. What I was trying to say was, even if I'm not gonna be the next Jay-Z, I can still be an audio engineer and still be financially comfortable, as well as I'm still.
Why don't you do that? If you're going to leave me at work, might as well do it for something good.
No, but I'm saying I may not be the next Jay-Z or Drake, but I can still be an audio engineer and I can still be involved with the field without being the rapper, but I still get to be immersed in music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't hate, participate.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a hater.
Yeah.
Yet another thing a week later.
It might be the same one.
They've been hanging and waiting for us. But you see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I think that I think that scares people as well. If I'm not up front, I don't want to do it. And you don't have to be the front man. You can be in the background. You can be the backup singer.
But I think that's a good thing.
Wanting to be in front?
Well, because it weeds out.
Wait, what part is a good thing?
Wanting to be the front person. Because that weeds out the people that just want to be the front person,
even though they actually don't do the work and all that.
Right? Are you shitting on me?
No, you're the front man, motherfucker. I'm the behind the scenes person.
I'm word.
Yeah, you're talent. I'm the nerd.
Well, I think some of it is like, I'll use the pickleball example.
Okay.
There is pro level pickleball. And they're amazing.
That's cool. That's the YouTube stuff you'd be watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
But not everybody gets to that level.
Yeah.
Which makes it pro.
Right. There
are some people that are like, I will be pro or I will slit my throat.
Oh, basically like, if I get a chance, I'm going to make it.
And I'm like, I just really have a lot of fun. I just want to keep getting better.
Yeah. You're like, this is a workout that I enjoy.
I'd like to play in tournaments.
How does those work?
They have open tournaments all over the place.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing a tournament next month.
Single or double elimination?
I'm not sure yet.
Hey, let me know. I'll go through. I ain't gonna play, but I'll watch.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay.
I'm actually being serious. I will come and support you. Woo. No, I really will come up there. If you have one, I'll go. Okay. I'll be in the stands drunk. Yo, Kirk! Yeah!
Yeah. Hit that ball.
Yes. You stupid.
Well, but I go into every game like I'm about to have fun.
Yeah.
And if we win, great.
Yeah.
If we don't, I'm going to learn something.
You're also enjoying yourself and you're going to try your best.
Yeah.
See, some people want to be in the front and they don't want to put in any work. They don't commit anything but
which they get pushed to the wayside because they push themselves to the wayside.
Yeah, but some people are just like, I will be in the front, or they're like, all jokes aside, say if you had an ego or I had an ego.
Who we shitting on?
No, I was talking about us.
Oh, okay.
If you had an ego and I had an ego.
Definitely you.
Whatever. But no, like, then this wouldn't work if we had egos in the way.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It would only work at work because nobody can hear it, or we would get no feedback because it's just me and you walking around the parking lot being silly as hell.
Yeah.
But because we don't have egos, nobody's like, I will be the person in front. You know what I mean? Then it works. But a lot of people have to be that front guy.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta play your position. You know what I mean? You're not driving up to my house like, yo, I'll do the editing. Like, well, you can if you know how. I don't know how, but I'm going to do it. You'd be like, what?
What if one day I'm like, I got this.
No.
You relax. I'll take care of the editing stuff.
I'm going to crack open the bottle.
You ain't about to mess this stuff up after we've done all this time and effort.
1 year. 1 year. It's Kirk's turn to engineer. But you see what I'm saying? If egos got in the way, this wouldn't work. And people allow that to really fuck up a good thing.
All the time. Which is what I'm saying. They push themselves to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how long?
By that kind of logic.
Yeah. But
it's like, if you're not having fun, why are you doing it?
Because they worried about some people are worried about the money, the potential money.
There's no money.
There's money in some things.
There's no money.
There's
no money.
that should be
Camera
the
one, if
mentality
you're watching,
until
there's
you
no
get
money.
the money. Yeah.
There's no money.
There's no bag until you get the bag.
There's no money.
Yeah.
You'd be better off going to a drive-through restaurant, fast food,
flipping burgers,
and working there and just having fun.
Yeah, but fast food sucks. I've worked at a few places.
Well, but what I mean is they're paying better.
Now they are.
They've also got a lot better benefits. I don't know what happened. I had a mini stroke.
I have very minimal benefits in our job.
I don't have any.
I just got.
But there
insurance.
are some benefits there. Apparently, I hear they're pretty good.
Oh, Chick-fil-A is hooking you up now. You getting paid.
But what I'm saying is, like, every time I go through a drive-through, which is not as much anymore, but you know, me and Only, we'll go through the Chick-fil-A or whatever, and they're always laughing and having fun.
Yeah,
when
but
I
not all fast
when
food
I worked at a
that.
restaurant, I laughs galore.
Me too, but like Middleborough, we ended up working at McDonald's like right after high school, but we were friends before we worked there together. So that's why we had a good time. But I mean, for the most part, his personality, my personality, we're pretty goofy, fun-loving anyway. Yeah. So,
well, that's after you had given up on finding better friends
in DC.
In DC, and you're like, you'll do.
You three guys, we'll stick it out after I almost gave up.
Yeah,
had some barriers. Yes,
I left, and turns out you're the best I'm going to find. Great, sounds good.
You stupid. But you know what I mean? Like, But I mean, is there a fine line between delusion and hard work? Maybe.
Well, I think hard work. See, this is where the part comes in my mind.
Okay.
This is the filter. The filter is the actual hard work. Okay. Like, I'll use the pickleball example. So I play as much as I can.
Yeah.
One of the reasons is there's one group that I play with, and they're better than me. Like, so I play with them and I give it my best.
You don't get blown out though, right? You're so gay. Of course I do.
I don't have enough hair for a blowout. Thank you.
I bet. Do they kick your ass or do you keep up?
I keep up. I mean, it's
okay. Let me ask. I'll put it this way:
there are some games where I just cannot pull it together.
I guess what I'm saying is, do they look like you can tell when you play with people who are better than you if they're like, oh, this motherfucker, he's here, or is it more like,
no?
Oh,
I'm invited.
You're competent.
It's an invited. It's an invitation group, and I'm invited.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't suck. Whatever. Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Whatever.
No, because when you go on the basketball court, if they're like, oh, this motherfucker's on my team, he's like, come on. Versus
Bernard's here.
Yes.
Who's getting stuck with Bernard? Yeah. I got stuck with Bernard last week.
Yes. Versus he ain't as good as me, but he ain't gonna fuck my game up. Come on.
Yeah.
So he ain't gonna fuck my game up. He's competent. Come on. Okay. Well, that's good then.
So I go, they're better than me. But I learn.
Yeah.
And so I think, okay, I need to practice that. Because I think that's a good thing to have in your toolbox. But I can't practice it with them because they're better than me.
So once you figure it out,
so I go to play with people. Well, I go play with people that are more on my level, and because I can teach. I'm good with. I learn it and then I teach it to somebody else to get it in my head.
Oh, obviously, don't be giving them
then
scrubs the tips.
I teach them what I learned.
The scrubs.
They're not. They're my
Shit on
level.
them. Shit on them. You've been egging me off for 34 minutes.
I don't.
Them scrubs.
I'm not above anybody else. Michael's
Neither.
above people.
No, I'm a peasant. I'm
Shit
just not
on
delusional.
I let Nikki do my shitting on.
Shitted on them. That was a good callback.
So I'd go play with the more my level group. And so I say, this is what I learned. Yeah. So it gets more ingrained in my mind. And then repetition. I practice it with them because they don't know how to, they don't know how to beat it. So I can practice it and then I go back and now I'm a step more.
You leveled up on their ass.
One little step level. One step. So every few weeks I learn like a new thing and then I get to practice it and practice it and practice it. Anyway, but
no, that makes sense.
But a lot of people are like, I want to be pro level. Well, baby cakes, you've got to all these baby steps that I'm doing. You got to do the same thing.
It's kind of like what we said about Jay-Z. You haven't, not you, but a person has not done all the. I want to be the next Jay-Z. Well, you got to do all the things that Jay-Z did. To be Jay-Z.
And continues to.
Yes.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? So I agree with that. But I mean,
you're one step closer with the hairstyle.
Go to hell. Not Jay-Z's hairstyle. Mine actually looks better than his. His is unkept, but he's a billionaire and I'm not. So who gives a fuck about unkept billionaire hair?
Yeah.
Or you can have kept peasant hair. Prince, King, Pauper. But Grand Rising. We're all king's son. But
I feel like we're gonna bring Grand Rising back from the dead.
It ain't faded.
It's dead.
Not culturally. People still say. I seen the shit today on my Instagram.
Well, they're done.
Well, yeah, but
we're gonna coolify
it. No, just by you saying coolify it, it's not gonna coolify it. No. We're gonna bring it to the forefront.
Yeah. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it happen. No, but I think delusion. I don't know if there's a good delusion. You haven't given me a good example of good delusion yet.
I guess kind of like I said, the example.
Confidence?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, but I guess you got to have so much before you trip into arrogance. I think it has to be, you have to be so confident that you can do it, that it influences how hard you work in a good way.
Okay. So I guess delusion may be the wrong word.
It might be, yeah. I might not be using confidence. The right word. Yeah. But yeah, you got to be confident enough to, as long as I do this, as long as I work X level of
I'm effort. Taking that back. I think confidence might be the wrong word too. Competence.
Well, you got to at least be capable of doing it.
Well, that's where we start.
Yeah.
If you're not capable of doing it.
Well, you can't say I'm going to be the next Andre Agassi and you have no arms. I mean, you have to be competent.
Okay, you want to know what's funny?
What's up?
My example was, it's like wanting to be a juggler in the circus and
with
you have
no hands.
Arms.
Yes. You cannot be the juggler. You have no arms.
Yeah.
But not literally, but there will be people with no arms and go, I'm going to be the greatest tennis player in the world. How? With no arms.
Yeah.
And I do understand that there's, what are them things called?
Parasports.
No, the things you attach to amputees' arms and legs. I'm not being funny. Not implants. Artificial limbs?
Artificial limbs. We'll go with that.
What's the word you say? Baby cakes. With artificial limbs, you will probably never be the greatest tennis player of all time.
Well,
I don't mean to be mean.
There's going to be one.
Amputee?
There's always an Oprah.
Yeah.
There's always a Tyler Perry.
But there's one.
Like, if you saw the Paralympics, I think there was... they're
actually pretty good. I've skimmed through them before.
Okay.
Not recently, but I have, yeah.
There's some of them that could compete in the Olympics.
Yeah, like Polo Tink Tink. You know what joke I'm talking about, right? You haven't seen that stand up? Only.
No.
Yo, only. Who is the poor little Tink Tink joke? The one that had the Cat Williams. There it is. Remember the Cat Williams joke? He said his legs look like bent back paper clips and he was running and he was whipping ass. I'm going to mess the joke up.
Oh, you remember? Sprinter.
Yeah.
He killed his girlfriend or something, or was accused of killing his girlfriend.
Okay, never mind.
Beating his girlfriend.
Don't worry about him anymore.
No. I think he was innocent.
Oh, thank God.
But I think that's where Cat Williams' joke came from.
Oh, okay. But he basically was saying like
He said-
people got mad about him being really good at sprinting, and it was like, you mad at the dude with no legs?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Spring-loaded legs.
They weren't spring-loaded.
They weren't.
They were probably
That's what people
titanium.
were
But
saying.
see what I'm saying? Like, but outside of those
But he can't have bad
circumstances, he can what?
He can't have bad knees.
He probably got mega knees on steroids. You gotta think they was like
He's got Terminator knees.
pretty much. Yeah. Like but he's still not cheating. But you know what I'm saying? Like, unless that happens, you still have to be, like you said, competent.
Yeah.
You at least have the foundation of what you're trying to achieve.
Well, he had to start walking. What I'm saying is, they didn't slip on the Tink Tinks.
I'm childish.
And he hop up and sprint and beat everybody.
Right. You had to go through therapy, figure out how to just
learn how to stand. He had to learn how to stand on them. Then he had to learn how to take the first step. Then he built up to sprinting in them.
Yes, and actually being.
But people don't see.
They just see he's kicking y'all's ass
the
who
day
has
he
legs.
stood for the first time on them.
Right. Hating.
What?
Hating. The people who have legs. Hating on him for being really good at.
What was your childish moment you had earlier?
I can't even remember now. I just had something to do with his legs or some shit. Don't worry about it. Go ahead. I can't completely remember the joke. It just was in my head.
Try
it was the when they say you got to crawl before you can walk, before you can run, and I was like, well, he probably had to crawl and. Go ahead, man. Don't make me no mind. I'm stupid. Polar Tink Tink. We should call this a Polar Tink Tink episode. 1 year anniversary.
1 year of Tink Tink.
1 year of Polar Tink Tink. Might not put the pour in there, but Tink Tink.
But people see him sprinting and they're like, hey, man, I could do that.
Hating like hell.
If he can get on those spring-loaded things, I can do that. And it's like, no, you can't unless you go through this same process.
Yes.
And I think that's where people get a little confused. Well, it's sort of like, I think I mentioned this in a previous episode a while back, but a friend of mine, he was like, you have a savings account. And I'm like, because I don't join all of your trips.
Yeah.
I stayed my ass at home and worked more.
You swiping credit cards and taking loans or whatever he's doing to pay, he or she is paying for it. Yeah.
That's great for you. You have these memories and these trips, but you have credit card bills and I don't have any.
Yeah.
So if your goal in life was no credit card bills, you should have followed my path. You can start that today, but don't think that I'm in some sort of position that you can't be in. No, baby cakes. You can do that.
Exactly.
You need to start with what I've been doing all along.
Yeah. And I'm going to be cliche yet again. If you want something different, you have to do something different. You can't just go, I'm going to be a millionaire, but keep flipping burgers at McDonald's.
Insanity.
Keep doing the same shit over and over with
expecting a
new result. Yes. That's not real life.
Well, insanity is.
Oh, yeah. I meant like believing that and going to become a billionaire is not real life. And I think
it's sort of like if I wake up every morning and clap my hands once, I'll learn how to clap in a black choir.
It takes practice, sir.
One. That's all I did every morning for 10 years. And I'm like, all right, black choir, I'm ready.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
And so I stood there and on their last clap, I went with the rest of them. I'm like, I did it. No, you didn't.
No.
You've got to do what they did. You've got to start with day one of their practice with that song, and you've got to do it over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a shitty example in honor of you on our 1 year anniversary.
You can shit on me. You shit on me all the time. Come on. Plus my aunt calling so I can move that couch. So, but we good. We continue. What's your witchery laugh?
The look on your face. Please make sure you capture that when you're doing the video editing. The look
because my aunt called and I was like, I can't answer.
No.
Well, Oh, shitting on me?
When you realized that whole thing was set up to say,
I don't care. You don't be hurting my feelings, sir. You my boy. Now, if you was some stranger, I'm gonna talk some shit.
When camera 2 shows his face, you let me know what you think.
You stupid. Continue. I'm just texting her, letting her know once we wrap up. I'm on my way. You still gotta talk, sir, because they can hear and see us.
Well, I'm worried.
You stupid.
Well, I think is that what you mean by delusion? Like,
yeah,
I got this. Well, you haven't done anything.
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna run a restaurant.
Ain't cooked a meal in your life, like, bruh.
Ain't ask a single question to someone who runs a restaurant. You don't know what a spice
is, or what does an onion look like? You've been eating, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of vegetables that I don't know.
Well, you only need to work on that, sir.
Well, I just don't know what they are. I'm working on it, though. One by one.
Hey. Oh, he on the phone. But yeah, you need to talk to him about zucchini.
Okay. I've had zucchini.
Did you like it?
I don't like the thick, round chips.
I tend to do them in quarters.
Diced.
I don't cut them that small. I tend to do, quarters. Either I do a half circle or I do quarters. So I cut it 4 ways.
Like a slice of pizza.
Yeah, pretty much. But long ways, yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
That way you don't have to cook it as long. And because I don't like it soggy, but I don't want it like crunchy hard either. I like it kind of in the middle. Some people like it more soggy. Some people like it like crunch. I don't want the crunch.
Yeah.
But my bad. But yeah, I'm still listening. I just didn't want. It's my aunt. She's wonderful.
So busy.
You stupid. No, I got to move this couch.
So busy.
You stupid as hell. But yeah.
So I derailed us. What was the topic?
Overvalue. Why can I not pronounce the word? Overvaluing yourself.
But now, is that thinking you can do more than you can? Is there any other overvaluing that you when you're thinking people overvalue themselves, is that all you're thinking of? Is that,
and then I think that people sometimes think they're better than they actually are. But I don't know if we should go down that.
To try to get new friends.
Stupid.
Like that kind of.
It's just more so thinking that they're in a better circumstance than they actually are. You can't go from living in a hellhole and think you're going to be a billionaire next week. You know what I mean?
No. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about that?
I can't because they're texting.
You can respond in a few minutes.
My bad. It just is in the window of that hour that they were talking about. I didn't want them to think I'm ignoring them.
But you're good with ignoring.
Ignoring what?
Live on the pod.
They'll be just fine. Hush. No, I mean, I guess I think people. It kind of ties into what we were saying, but people think that they're better than they are. Like they think that they're a better athlete than they are, or they think that they're a better rapper than they are, or thinking that they're a lot of things and they also don't put in the work. So it kind of ties into the original, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because you also have to be committed to it too. A lot of people go, I'm going to be the next rapper, make 5 songs, put them on the internet. I'm going to make it. Not with 5 songs. No, I will say though, you can catch one hit, even though a person is not a good rapper. Because I ain't trying to be funny. I use a prime example, Sir Mix-a-Lot. I know Baby Got Back. Do you know any other songs from Sir Mix-a-Lot? You know the song?
Like I wouldn't recognize him.
You don't know what he looks like?
No.
He's a light-skinned dude. I think now he has a bald head. He's got thicker eyebrows. He's got last time I seen him, I don't think he had a beard. He's probably a little bit darker than me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, but Baby, he kind of looks like the pimp character from WWF. He used to be a Papa Shango. I cannot remember his name. It was because his finish move was the whole train. He would like run up. You would be in the corner. He'd run up to you and do like a double arm, whatever. But he kind of looks like him. But that or Milli Vanilli. As in, like, you can get a one-hit wonder, but you won't have any longevity because you're not actually talented. I'm not talking about a specific person. I'm just saying.
Talking about Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I mean, he's set for life. There's just been a million commercials and et cetera, et cetera.
Currently. And it's
there was a new one.
Nikki used it for her.
She redid it, yeah. See what I'm saying?
Which was a much better song.
Nah, I don't do that. Lyrically, yes, but it's the original. Yes, her rap was better than his. It might be on par for that particular song.
Okay.
Stop being a hater. You just like Nicki more than you like Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like, I think that people who lyrically are more interesting, that's where the longevity comes from. Like, I might be wrong. Jay-Z, Nicki, Drake, Lil Wayne, like, these are people that
they put in work.
They put in hours and hours and hours a day of work.
Legends put in work. No offense to Sir Mix-a-Lot, but I'm gonna offend him. He got one hit.
Yeah.
All jokes aside.
But I mean, he could have spent.
Yeah, he might have
hours and hours before that hit, and then he hasn't had a hit since.
Right. Whereas Jay-Z started young. Nicki started young. I've seen her. What was this shit called? I forget. It used to be a DVD that used to come out way back in the day. Before she was actually famous, they would do like up and coming rappers. And she's got a video on there. She's real petite, but she could rap like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Or Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was rapping with the Hot Boys when he was like 12, 13.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So longevity.
But I think that's
and consistency helps you become a legend.
Yeah. Like, I think sometimes because Nicki is female, she gets pushed down the list of rappers.
But she's not at the bottom. Nowhere near the bottom.
I think she's top 5. Rappers.
Active rappers?
Sure.
Well, I mean, it depends on the category. But yeah, she's at the top. She's top tier.
Yeah.
And she's a legend. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But I think some people still sort of are like...
She gets discredited because she's a girl.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Even I can admit that. Even as sexist as I am. You know what I mean? But she's...
All that to say, the people that have like a base talent and put in the work and time and energy and effort, when it pays off, you can see a difference.
Absolutely.
Like, I'll use a more recent example. Okay. Willow Smith.
Yeah.
I love whip my hair back and forth.
Nepotism at its finest, but it's well deserved. Because if I had it, I would do it for my kids.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that Whip My Hair Back and Forth was a cute song.
Yeah, had a nice little beat. It was
perfect
catchy,
for her at the time, her age. It wasn't
sexual.
So cute.
It fit her demo. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. It's a song that people can put on now and people will still dance to at a party. Mm-hmm. But have you heard her recently?
No. Isn't it like emo or something?
Well, her voice has matured.
Well, yeah, she's an adult.
She's more mature.
A young adult, but yeah.
And it's just, she has this beautiful singing voice.
Oh, really?
It's not like she's not trying to recreate Whip My Hair.
Whip My Hair is not really.
She's doing
singing.
A new.
It's a very,
But she's doing it, and her voice is beautiful. It's just beautiful. But you can tell from Whip My Hair Back and Forth to now,
young adult,
behind the scenes, she's been working with vocal coaches. She's been practicing. Talent. She's like built her talent.
That's cool.
I love Whip My Hair. She's built her talent. She's continued to work hard and build herself from her given moment to now she's doing it for herself.
But the other thing is, even with nepotism, if you don't put in the work, it'll falter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because obviously her parents are super duper rich, super famous. Yeah. But if she gets the opportunity and wets the bed, it doesn't matter about the opportunity if she hadn't worked.
Right.
So I definitely agree with that.
Right.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
I hate to because I know we're gonna stop abruptly. Only, like I said, I gotta go.
Not really abruptly. We have a few text heads up.
Whatever.
That it's coming to a close.
We're still around our time frame, our typical time frame.
No, I think that's an interesting sort of. I think that topic will come up time and time again because I think it's one of those. It's one of those topics where we've all been there in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. There's something like there was a time in my life where I'm like, I think I would play basketball, but then I realized I'm a wreck basketball player. Like I do, I'm good at basketball. Yeah. But the
not a
time,
professional,
energy,
yeah.
and effort to be a professional basketball player. I just don't have the motivation in that direction.
That's how Cuzzo, I was in his wedding. He's 6'6", I believe. Yeah. And he said he could have played internationally. He could have potentially transitioned to the league, not as a LeBron, but like a bench warmer or whatever. But he said his heart wasn't in it. Yeah. So see what I'm saying? So you can even be talented and not committed to it and just be like, I'm good. Right. But I mean, he's not living in remorse. I'm just saying.
Right. Oh, right.
Yeah. But you see what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm not kicking myself.
Darn. Yeah. Yeah. I think it goes both ways.
Yeah. But I think if I could have made it, my motivation wasn't taking me in that direction.
But we wouldn't have a podcast. You wouldn't have done it with a lowly peasant.
I could have.
It wouldn't have been me as an NBA star.
Well, I may have had to find somebody better in DC, but
you're horrible.
I'll eventually let go of the DC one. But that was so funny to me.
Nobody remembers.
I'll keep reminding. My memory's shot.
As fuck. My memory's shot. One thing you remember.
But every once in a while, you say something that's really funny, and I will ride the shit out of that one. But anyway, Nosey with good intentions at gmail.com. We got an email. We've already talked about it.
I was like, we got another one?
So we'd love to get more emails.
Yeah, absolutely. More content. No,
more emails are always appreciated. Instagram.
The Gram.
Nosey with good intentions. Mm-hmm. Also check out Gabsy on Petty with good intentions.
Absolutely.
We also have the TikTok.
Yes, sir.
Nosey with good intentions. There's a secret thirst trap.
You're a mess.
Now I'm selling it as the secret thirst trap. It's hidden in one of the videos because I really thought the video was you. No. I thought the TikTok was
like as soon as you go to it, you see
like a 6-second video of you standing in front of the mirror.
Hell no. He's pivoting, as they say in the industry.
I'm selling my snake oil hard. I have one vial left. It could be yours.
You stupid.
Then we have the YouTube channel. Hopefully you're watching. Camera 1, camera 2. Hopefully you guys are watching. I make faces while Michael talks.
I rarely look at the camera. Hey guys.
He's not of the people. I'm of the people.
I'm of team of one. Team of me.
But the YouTube channel also has Petty's videos.
Absolutely. Oh, I did just recently.
Which Michael's in most of them. As a guest appearance.
No, I did. I did create 2 playlists the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you just want to watch Nosey, you watch Nosey. If you just want to watch Petty, they're both on the Nosey.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, that way you can. You got a hater. You can also that way you can distinguish which one you follow, or you can follow both as well. Yeah. But if you just want to watch one or the other, they have their own distinctive playlist as well as you can watch all of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. That way you can go in order or whatever.
Yeah. So then we have Twitter.
It's right.
That's good.
Yeah.
But happy 1 year.
Happy 1 year. My God. And hopefully we should have announced the winner by the time this episode comes out. Yeah.
Maybe same day.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying we don't know the winner yet.
Congratulations. Yes. You're very
Congratulations,
deserving.
Listener. Woo!
Thank you for subscribing to
both
the YouTube channel. Both Nosey and Petty on the gram. And making a comment of your favorite episode.
And why.
And the reason that it's your favorite episode.
Absolutely.
Well-deserved winner. Congratulations.
Yes.
Check the Instagram for your...
We'll announce it on Instagram. It will have been announced on Instagram.
Michael _Skillet _Chappelle will be sending you a gift card. E-gift card?
I forgot if it's an e-certificate or... Well, it'll be digital. You'll have the barcode. You can go to the store. And you're good.
Yeah.
Or you can just buy something online. Either way. Oh, shit. Thank you.
On that note,
thank you for listening to our Nosey Nonsense.
For a whole year. See you next time.
Fuck yeah.
See you next year.
Hey.